If you want to be successful with usage of AI for yourselves, I would recommend establish relationship between you and your AI as SDR and manager. So AI should be your SDR and you should be their manager. There's a huge chunk of industries or businesses that are not digitalized yet, they're not on the internet yet, this is why they're missing it out. In my personal opinion, the best way to explain AnyBiz like to 5 years old is that
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Ignition Podcast. Today I'm honored to have Alex Vasenko, our customer success lead here at AnyBiz.
oh, nice to see everyone.
Now AI agents are autonomous. They can be working 7 days straight, 24/7 with commands on how to do and how to take decisions by themselves. However, a lot of people don't trust AI that much. And I know you deal with a lot of clients in a daily basis. So do you think they struggle to trust AI? Do you think they have this kind of issue or?
Yes, that's the case. Actually, not probably among our customers, or at least maybe among a small percentage of our customers, and statistically, majority of our customers is also already have certain belief in AI.
Okay.
But
okay.
as a matter of fact, there are plenty of people out there who still don't really trust AI and AI agents in particular. Because the difference between regular AI like ChatGPT and AI agent is the level of responsibility. Because ChatGPT is just a tool. In the end of the day, that's a tool. But agents, for example, like AnyBiz, they are autonomous. They already take certain responsibility they cover within the team. So they bear much higher responsibility and much higher expectation from users. And this is where they struggle to trust.
Sure.
And here's the thing. Actually, I can describe to you what was happening with the trust to AI within the past 4 years, probably 5 years. And I can tell you where it's going.
Please.
I already have my prediction for that. So basically, the big boom for AI happened when ChatGPT was released. I remember it was 2022, if I'm not mistaken, late 2022. It was a big thing, and everyone was like, wow, that's ChatGPT, and it was a sensation. Everyone was trying it, exploring it, opportunities.
I was one of those, by the way.
Yeah, me too. I was very surprised, actually the very first way I was using it just for proofreading. And helping to improve the verbiage in my emails.
I was using it for SEO copywriting at the time.
Yep. So that I'm not native, so obviously I would not be opposed to having some help with the verbiage. And the first we were exploring ChatGPT, we were like, wow, there are more things it can do, so that's amazing. And that led to creation of different products based on ChatGPT. And this is when things started changing. This excitement from the sensation started to turn into basically, once they started making these products, they suddenly discovered, okay, sometimes things might go wrong. Okay, when you give it a simple task, it works cool. But when you give it something complicated, it appears that it's actually not so easy to force to do something very well. Or you need to prompt it real heavily to get necessary result. And you spend so much time on that
which is not worth it, right?
Yep. It would be just easier to write something down yourself. And this is the moment when actually a lot of products using AI appeared. Some of them were good, some of them weren't. And AI at that time, let's be honest, ChatGPT a year ago or even 2 years ago, that's completely different level of intelligence.
Another picture,
And basically that led to, this excitement is turning into reality. People are seeing AI is actually making mistakes. AI has its limitation. It's not so creative. The research is not so good. And then it's basically led to this distrust that we're still dealing with right now. So some people simply went oh, that's just a learning model, but it's like a complicated calculator.
If you didn't watch that last episode, you were talking about Hollywood AI, dude. The whole industry is being transformed. The whole industry.
I heard about that.
You heard about that? There's this short movie. It is The Heist from Jason Maz, if I'm mistaken. He's a Hollywood director, and he's basically done this short film, this short movie. 1 minute, it went viral only with AI. A lot of people are seeing that with the distrust, as you told me. A lot of people are seeing that as a potential to actually bring ideas live, right? But in your industry, when you're talking about complex tasks, we were talking about, there's a lot of distrust. How do you deal with that? Like, how do you break that doubt people still have in their minds?
I'll tell it from the perspective of me as a customer success lead, because obviously there's a different challenge and different approach you have to take to distrust when you're a salesperson.
Right.
When you're a salesperson, you probably have to convince them that it's worth trying. I know what to do. You have to convince a customer who's already a customer and they're not perfectly sure. And the answer is just simple as hell. You show them the reality. You show them how it works.
Right.
So I've seen so many people joining our team, approaching us and like telling, well, I want to try, but I'm not perfectly sure. We're more used to common outreach. And after 6 months, they already forget like how to manage the platform, just log in and check the results.
Okay. They were like far from using the whole potential of the tool.
Yeah, basically, actually the key part here is that these people had this trust, but then they checked out the content that is generated. They checked out that actually the code base, the work that AI is doing is leading to actual results.
Perfect.
And this is when they start like, oh, I will probably have another one. So from my experience, there's no better way to turn this trust into actual trust than to actually show results that will convince the person.
Awesome.
Basically, you can make up any kind of stories that will convince them to try it for like another month, 2, 3. But in the end of the day, the reason they'll actually decide to dedicate to actually permit AI to take over a certain part of their workflow is real performance.
Perfect.